honor to you and your house, Sarah. My lord, Devaith Fear, would speak with you at once. Your aid, in exchange for a sizable stipend. Devaith Fear seeks a powerful artifact and requires a companion. He insists you are the only candidate worth considering, for now. Go to the Tribunal Temple in Mournhold. Lord Fear waits for you there. Of course, but if you do not come, he will find another, and you will be left behind, forever saddled with a coward's regret. Hardly a choice, by my estimation. Service to Devaith Fear is a great honor, Sarah. Think hard before refusing. My master waits for you in the Mournhold Tribunal Temple. A word of advice. Don't keep him waiting for long. Only the most powerful mage in Tamriel. Lord Fear has walked the roads of Nirn for millennia, plumbing the deepest mysteries of the Orbis. He strides between Mundus and Oblivion with ease. Daedric princes tremble at the mere mention of his name. It's not my place to question his decisions. He ordered me to find you, and I obeyed. Lord Fear values diverse perspectives, but he has few mortal peers, so he often breaks bread with unusual people. Perhaps you strike him as unusual.
We can find room, depending on your destination. Safe travels to you.
You read my letter? Oh, I'm so grateful you've come. We found something powerful. A Daedric... Wait! What's happening?
Scaldi! No! Damn it! Who is doing this? I will send him straight to Sovngarde! I was not fast enough. Damn it all! Did you see what happened here? Was it his shadow? Just as I feared. I knew looking for this artifact would get us killed. I warned them. Warned all of them, but they wouldn't listen. They never listen. I've got to find the others. There's still time to save them. Has to be. Something very dangerous. But that can wait. My friends are in danger and don't even see it. Some scryers, huh? Adeber's in Shornhelm. And when Riddle is in Marbrook. Nilo's in Stormholt, maybe? Yes, he must be there. I just hope we're not too late. Thanks for the help. Got any questions? Let's just make it quick, all right? My friends can't very well outrun their own shadows. Bonafrid, of Clan Owlcloak. Scaldia and I came up together in Riften, under Magus Auriella. He was always the sharper blade. Magic came easily for him. Me? Not so much. Got too much frost in my blood. Still, I can hold my own. Just takes me a while. Unfortunately, Scaldia's not the only mage who's been killed by his own shadow. He's just the most recent. Other members of our order have been turning up dead all over Tamriel. I hurried here to warn him, but I wasn't fast enough. Shaw's bones, you really want to know, huh? Fine. My associates and I are all junior scryers in the Order of the Eye. We scoured the tombs and ruins of Tamriel, looking for extraplanar threats, rifts in the Veil, Daedric artifacts, that sort of thing. We've had visions of a Daedric artifact. At least we think it's a Daedric artifact. It's hazy, you know, obscured by something like frosted glass. Sorry, Scaldia was always the wordsmith. A mage can't afford to be sure of anything, but I'd bet my family's meadery on it. Daedric artifacts grant untold power to those that carry them, but always at a cost. The Mages Guild can't let even one of these things fall into the wrong hands. Are the junior scryers in the Order of the Eye? It was just Scaldia and me at first, but others caught on eventually. We started writing each other once we realized we'd all stumbled upon the same artifact. Thought we could find it all on our own. You think I haven't tried? I sent projections, but this doesn't come easily for me. Magic, I mean. Anyway, I have to warn High King Yoren first. I heard that his Rune Galder's been looking into the artifact as well. Please, just find my friends.
You Landstriders are all insane. And Makara is the worst of you. Khajiit or no, sneaking into Dominion territory is suicide.
I never credited you for her balls. Fuckers of intelligence. What exactly is it she expects to find?
Herbs, relics, I have nothing. I expect to have her corpse to react, given
Why go on?
You've arrived at last. Come forward. We have much to discuss. So, you've chosen to join me. Excellent. I seek a powerful Daedric artifact. It lies hidden in a distant land. A gleaming city filled with danger, curiosity, and contradiction. In such a place, diverse perspective is vital. Thus, you. A voyage that only a few have ever undertaken. We will travel to Sotha-Seal's peculiar experiment, the Clockwork City. I have inquiries to make. You will assist me. I do. The Tribunes are not so clever that they could hide such a place from me for long. The city is quite close, and also very far away. Just the first of Sotha-Seal's many paradoxes. If you choose to join me, be prepared for many more. You escaped the prisons of Cold Harbor. Truly, I think it would be easier to escape an iron safe at the bottom of the ocean. You show great promise. I can use a slippery warrior like you. Of course you will. Naturally you have questions. Alas, they will have to wait. Servants of the Tribunal do not look kindly on blasphemous journeys like this one. Meet me at the waterfall north of the city. We can discuss the details there. Prepare if you must, but make it quick. Time is not on our side. There you are. Come, here, behind the waterfall. My companion arrives at last. Now then, our journey begins in this dreary little cave. Quite a surprise, yes? Believe me, it won't be the last. We can speak freely here, but do make it brief. All this natural splendor is just tedious. The father of mysteries, the clockwork god, the tinkerer, and other such banal titles. Sothasil, or Set, is a member of the Dark Elf Tribunal. He reigns over Morrowind as the god of craft and sorcery, the wisest and most reclusive of the three. Ha! No one truly knows Sothasil, not even his hordes of wild-eyed worshippers. I studied with him before his ascent, and even then he defied comprehension. His only true peer was Indoril Nerevar. Such a shame what happened to him. Indeed, Saint Nerevar the Captain, our king and greatest champion for a time. He died, tragically, during a journey to the heart of Red Mountain. It was all very sudden. Some believe his retainer, Dagoth struck the mortal blow. Others... Some believe that Sothasil, Vivek, and Almalexia murdered Nerevar so they could take divine power for themselves. Who's to say what really happened? In any event, Sothasil emerged from the mountain even more inscrutable than before. I think it's irrelevant. The silence of Sothasil may come from a place of grief and deep regret. It might be a side effect of his fierce obsessions, perhaps both. How he became a god is no concern of mine. I respect his knowledge, nothing more. Sothasil hides everything. But more to your point, it's not just a city. It's an incomprehensibly powerful, world-shaping device. Can't leave that sort of thing lying about, can you? Also, Almalexia worries about how it reflects on her divinity. Yes, Seal's fellow tribune. A machine can be studied, and perhaps understood in time. She fears that by reducing their divinity to a machine, Sothasil lessens the mystique of their godhood. To his great credit, Seal largely ignores these concerns. A Daedric artifact. I take a keen interest in all such objects, but this one seems especially significant. You see, nearly everyone who searches for it winds up dead. I suspect that someone or something hid this artifact away in the Clockwork City. Other people are not Devaith Fear. I've not lived this long by shying away from dangerous relics. Anyway, if this artifact inspired someone to slaughter scores of mages, it's clearly something worth investigating. Draftier than I remembered. Follow me. Welcome to the dwarven hold of Barmsarm Shen, such as it is. Ironic that AM's holy city of Mournhold has Dwemric roots, don't you think? Curious. Practically no one knows this route, but this scaffolding looks new. Built by rogue ordinators, perhaps? Stay watchful. Sothasil always did admire dwarven industry, albeit quietly. Perhaps that's why he built his city here. This lift will take us to the nethermost depths of the ruin, and to our destination. Come along. On you go. The entrance lies just ahead. Do you see, just across the ravine? That's our door. Sotha Seal's factotums still remember me. How touching. I'd say prepare yourself, but nothing can prepare you for what's to come. Touch the sphere. The Clockwork City awaits. What? This is not the brass fortress. Someone diverted our passage. Audacious, but foolhardy. When I find them, wait. I feel cold. Back, creature! My shadow! My power! Don't let it escape! Factotums! They're activating! Ready your weapons! I will assist you as best I can! Another bat! Spinning up! Destroy them! Southeast! Make ready! This had better be the last of them! Scrap heaps. My shadow remains close. We must hurry. Swivel swords. Oh, wonderful. I'm in no condition to navigate this maze. Go. Find a way to deactivate these traps. Onward. I'm eager to see what new wind-up absurdities await us. I recognize this place now. The pneumatic forge. We should leave as soon as possible. Sotho Seal constructs his clockwork servitors here. Factotums. To reject anyone who doesn't belong. Someone meant for us to die here. Remedial spellcraft is all I can muster, but I will aid you as best I can. Lead on. Defeat this monstrosity, but don't kill it. Must reclaim my power. More shadows? Death! Stand back. Time to reclaim what is mine. Malia Tepiet Tahir! Vivakrokad Sint Morad! Finally. You never know how much you miss a thing until it tries to kill you. More ridiculous machines? I've had enough of this. Come. We still have a long way to go. Clockwork City. Finally. Sotherseal's brass fortress waits at the end of this road. We should go there at once. I'm keen to find out who sent us on that delightful jaunt through the new Martis. Follow this road to the brass fortress. When you see the way shrine, veer north, or what passes for north here. If you have other business to attend to, I'll not stop you. Just meet me at the gates to the fortress when you're ready to proceed. Concerned for my well-being? Oh, touching. With time, I should make a full recovery. You performed admirably in there. I must admit, I had my doubts. But don't worry. I have doubts about practically everyone. No. I hoped that in reclaiming my shadow, I might catch a glimpse of our adversary or my prize. Alas, nothing. Seems we'll have to conduct inquiries the old-fashioned way. Have you forgotten so soon? I came to the Clockwork City in search of a Daedric artifact. Our misadventures in the New Martis and this mysterious relic share a common point of origin, I'm certain. Now it's just a matter of rooting it out. Follow this road to the brass fortress. When you see the way shrine, veer north, or what passes for north here. If you have other business to attend to, I'll not stop you. Just meet me at the gates to the fortress when you're ready to proceed. More important matters to attend to? Fine. Conclude your business quickly and meet me at the brass fortress.
Someone! Anyone? We need help here! long enough, someone would find me! Quickly now, come inside. Cultists have knocked the stars from our sky, and we have to put them back before all Lord Set's memories are taken for good! Oh, drat. Look, it's easier to explain once we're inside the mnemonic planisphere. That's where Lord Set stores his memories by... well, it's just easier to show you first. Yes, exactly! You're a quick learner. I need someone who can fight off these cultists and help me return the stars to the planisphere sky. Please, you have to help us. This task is of the most vital importance. Follow me! The planisphere is right through this door. who can help us. Are you all right? Please, rest if you need it.
I have maintained these stars for millennia. Do not concern yourself.
Yes, much easier to explain now. This is the demonic planisphere, where Sotha sealed memories take the form of stars. We need your help to reclaim the stars that have fallen and place them back in the sky. If not, all shall be lost. All this knowledge! Sotha seal's memories are our most important source of inspiration, of discovery. Without them, the Clockwork Apostles will be lost, stagnant and unguided. Please, for the sake of our most sacred knowledge, you must help. Thank you for understanding what this means to my order. I need you to gather the primary stars belonging to the points of our constellations. Once enough stars are returned to the rightful place, the rest should fall into ranks. Eventually. With this. Now, this device has a very fancy, proper name, but I simply call it the Star Scooper. Use it to gather the stars you see floating around the halls, and bring it back here to the astronomer. He'll know what to do next. Questions? Let's say there's a memory the Lord Set wishes to store. First he turns the memory into a star, which forms in an associated constellation chamber. A powerful spell will form in the Mage's Wing, a great victory in the Warriors. Exactly so! It then travels to the Planisphere Center, where we teach the star its place in the sky. We send it to a forming room if Lord Set wishes to access the memory, or for apostles to study from. Each star has wisdom to share. Well, that would certainly complicate things. Lord Set still remembers, but in a distant way. He can analyze these memories rationally, without their emotional attachments clouding his divine judgment. At least, that's what the astronomer told me. Astronomer is the title given to the caretaker of the planisphere. Astronomer, stars, you know. The current astronomer has been around almost as long as the Clockwork City has. The blessings of a god really can do wonders for your lifespan. Why, I'm his apprentice! Sorry, should have led with that. He only recently chose me as his replacement, though I'm not sure this is a position you can just retire from, if you catch my drift. I suppose even a god's blessing can only last so long. Oh, all a matter of perspective here in Clockwork, age and whatnot. I assure you I've always been quite diligent in my studies, and the astronomer says I show promise. Well, I mean, he hasn't outright said that to me, but I just get that feeling. Their memories given form. Makes sense, doesn't it? After all, our thoughts are as numerous as the stars in the sky. And they're actually called multiplanar mnemonic receptacles, but I just find stars easier to say. Memories are distracting little things, and Lord Set has more of them than most of us combined. Storing them here allows him to focus his divine intellect on the current task at hand. And the tasks of a god? Very important things. I don't believe they're after memories precisely, but rather information. The planisphere houses much of Sotha Seal's most sacred wisdom. Let all that knowledge fall into the wrong hands? I can't even imagine the vile possibilities.
You're a ball, Sis. You've just forgotten because everyone else...
The Celestial drop will need to have rotating girders for proper topography to be formed. Factotums will need a voice. Something consistent and easy.
Move to flank!
Perhaps something comforting. I'll need to regulate the water cycle to create the proper humidity needed for a breathable atmosphere.
Circle around!
Why change yourselves? Why degrade yourself to this cursed appearance? After all, You are one of the few who can resist Azura's curse. Yes, I've heard quite a few refer to you by your new title. I think it should be obvious that I shall abstain from doing so. It seems Azura has kicked up quite a fuss about your newest experiment, Seal.
They're living nightmares, Magus. We must destroy them.
Assessing structural integrity. Reflecting.
You've returned! Quickly now, give the Star Scooper to the astronomer. We are in a bit of a hurry here, but if you have any questions, feel free to ask. I know the planisphere can be endlessly fascinating, especially to newcomers such as yourself. You're in for a real treat. Not many get to witness this. Oh dear, that's not good. That's not good at all. Sorry, but I have to go check on something. The astronomer will explain.
6 stars refuse to answer my call, and the primary constellations remain incomplete. Their instability threatens the integrity of the entire planisphere. Unless returned, I fear all memories will be lost, even to the Clockwork God himself. The planisphere was created as an extension of Lord Set's consciousness. Connected, yet apart. An endless sky of divine knowledge, perfectly preserved. We must protect the planisphere at all costs. We must help. Memories are fragile, easily broken, easily swayed. My powers of guidance and preservation are not so easily replicated. The cultists seek to control, but only corrupt. I must stay here to keep the constellations stable. It is up to you. Go to the calibration guides located upon the platforms which surround us. Use them to guide the missing stars back to their rightful place in the sky. My apprentice will show you how. I see questions are burning within you. Ask, and I may answer. They seek to control the planisphere, and believe these stars will help them with that task. The corruption is merely a result of trying to view the memory without my aid. Clockwork City was created by a god of reason. Here, knowledge is power. To control the planisphere would be to control the omni-axle, the center of the wheel. The means to change the very reality we know. A dangerous power. I am the astronomer, keeper of the stars. A wheel that ever turns. It goes beyond my own mere flesh. Soon, my apprentice will receive this title, and I will take my final step upon this path. I have upheld this divine task for millennia. My devotion may be unwavering, but my flesh is not. I must give this duty to another, before my power fades. Only then will I allow myself to finally rest. Do not let her cheerful demeanor fool you. Her magic is strong, and her connection to the stars is uncommonly clear. Within her, I have found the successor I've searched centuries to find. And she takes great pride in that. My apprentice is an oddity among our order, yet refuses to change. A stubbornness that will serve her well, or perhaps be her undoing. We shall see. I know her devotion to be unwavering, for the planisphere would cease to be without an astronomer to guide it. I only have so much power left within me. She will do what is best for her god and her people. In that, I have faith.
Detection state 5.
I don't wish to say goodbye. I fear I must. But worlds apart, you and I.
wish me to go to this location, Lord Sothasil? I would be happy to. It should only take a few years to walk there. How may I serve you today, Lord Sothasil? Do you need your clothes washed? Your hair washed? Any pets washed?
Here they are. Let me just scoop them up. And now, watch this! Oh, right. They don't know where to go. If you can point out where they're supposed to be on the calibration guide, we can send them on their way. Try to think of where the stars in the constellations aren't, not where they are. That's where you want to direct the corrupted stars to.
That must have cost him.
The stars have forgotten where they belong. Use the calibration guides on the floor to show them where to go. The matching constellation on the planisphere sky will show you the way. In the meantime, I'll continue to keep the stars stable. This is a rather tricky process. The stars are fragile things, easily overwritten by stray thoughts and memories. All my concentration is needed to keep my mind clear. The astronomer's much better at this than I am, but I'm what you have. He has to concentrate on keeping the planisphere's constellations stable. They're susceptible to breaking apart again in their incomplete state. Not only that, but I'd rather keep him from any strenuous activity. Wouldn't want him to break a hip. Star Scooper kept a record of what was inside those stars. Let's have a look, shall we? A fragment in memory of Lord Set speaking to someone. This must have been what the cultists were looking for.
Stewardship of my memories carries a high price, Orvas. One that you must pay willingly.
Wait, was that the astronomer? He was so young! And with hair! Not half bad looking either. The stars have forgotten where they belong. Use the calibration guide.
Your hair washed? Any pets washed? Is there anything I can retrieve for you? A book, perhaps? Something to eat? Are you content, Lord Seal? Is there anything I can retrieve for you? A book, perhaps? Something to eat?
Go around!
How may I serve you today, Lord Seal? Do you need your clothes washed? Your hair washed? Any pets washed?
So we make a rather good team.
So be it. I'll leave you the knowledge of this spell to bestow upon your successor when the time comes.
Maybe the cultists want to learn how to perform the spell. what these stars held. Just a moment, let me concentrate.
I understand. I'd sacrifice anything to serve you, my lord.
Sacrifice? Well, that doesn't sound very good. We've collected all the memory fragments we need. Let's head back to the Planisphere Center so we can watch the whole thing. Now that we've returned the stars and recovered the memory fragments, the astronomer can use the nemograph here to play the full memory back. I'm rather curious about its contents. We need to be able to reform memories at a moment's notice. After all, apostles often travel from the Brass Fortress to research Lord Set's thoughts. This nemograph translates the starlight into a visual form. I just know it's him. It looks like he's receiving some sort of boon from Lord Set. But I don't understand why that would be important to the cultists. I doubt you can easily replicate the powers of a god, even with the memory of the spell.
Stewardship of my memories carries a high price, Orvas. One that you must pay willingly.
I understand. I'd sacrifice anything to serve you, my lord. Even my memory.
Wait, the sacrifice
So
is...
be it.
His memory?
I'll leave you the knowledge of this spell to bestow upon your successor when the time comes.
Of course, my lord, but will it hurt?
You will not remember.
No! It can't be!
Now you know the truth. It is time.
You never told me of this sacrifice. My life, yes, I'll give it. But my mind, my whole being...
Speak with her. Go to Amelie. Perhaps you will help her find the answer she seeks. Yes, I have no memories of my life before the planisphere, or why I agreed to become what I am. But I hold no regrets. My path was set before me, and I walk it ever faithful. Amelie knows that this is her duty. Speak to her, and you will see.
I know my duty. My whole life has been devoted to this path laid before me. I know the risks, the repercussions to the planisphere should I refuse, the repercussions to my god. Why then? Why am I so scared? Manipulating the stars requires severe concentration. They're easily corrupted by stray thoughts, rendering them useless. Not having a memory must help ease that burden. The excitement of becoming an apostle, my frustration when so many doubted me, how nervous I was for my first kiss. To give it all away, I would lose more than my memories. I would lose myself. I know the astronomer's power is fading. I feel it. He needs to transfer his power, and soon. If he dies before another apprentice could be found, the planisphere needs me. My god needs me. Can I really be so selfish? You're right. It's too late to turn back now. People depend on me. My god depends on me. Would you come with me? I may not remember you being there, but it would be a comfort all the same. I've decided. I will become the next astronomer. I give myself willingly to serve the chrononymic will as it has seen fit.
So be it. I'll start the process now. Take care of the planisphere. And yourself as well, Amelie.
You remembered my...
I can finally rest.
What was I... Oh, a visitor. The mnemonic planisphere welcomes you, traveler. Due to the recent attack, we are not holding memory viewings. You'll have to return at another time. How strange. I feel a sense of gratitude towards you, though I'm not sure why. Ah, so you have. You have the gratitude of the Clockwork Apostles. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must inspect the memories to see if they were damaged by the attack. You would be surprised how fragile they can be. I thank you once more for aiding us in our time of need. May your thoughts be clear and your heart ever oiled. I know we haven't met before, but I feel a sense of familiarity with you. Odd how you sometimes get that feeling with strangers. The cultists have corrupted many stars in their search for control. I need time to restore the memories and guide them to their proper place in the planisphere sky. Hopefully, it shall not take me too long. There's not much I can do at the moment. My focus must go towards tending to the corrupted stars and protecting the planisphere from further damage. Until the integrity of these sacred halls are upheld, the cultists will just have to wait.
I thank you once more for aiding us in our time of need. May your thoughts be clear and your heart ever oiled. I know we haven't met before, but I feel a sense of familiarity with you. Odd how you sometimes get that feeling with strangers.
You've arrived. Good. Follow this road to the Brass Fortress. When you see the Way Shrine, veer north, or what passes for north here. If you have other business to attend to, I'll not stop you. Just concerned for my well-being? Oh, touching. With time, I should make a full recovery. You performed admirably in there. I must admit, I had my doubts. But don't worry. I have doubts about practically everyone. No. I hoped that in reclaiming my shadow, I might catch a glimpse of our adversary or my prize. Alas, nothing. Have you forgotten so soon? I came to the Clockwork City in search of a Daedric...
Devaith Fear, I warned you never to come back. And you, one of Fear's lackeys, I take it?
Luciana Pullo. Hospitable as ever? Go talk to her. I'll not waste my time speaking with a petulant toy soldier.
Hold there, friend of Fear. I am Proctor Luciana Pullo of the Clockwork Apostles. I don't know how you and this egomaniac breached Lord Set's Celestiadrome, but I won't have non-citizens stirring up mischief in the Brass Fortress. Only just arrived and already trying to grease the gears? New arrivals must secure an endorsement from a citizen in good standing. I'm prepared to overlook your atrocious choice in companions if you can find a sponsor. Until then, you are tarnished. That's for you to find out. Not many citizens will risk their reputation on a green-heeled stranger, and you'll find no comfort from me. Maybe you should confer with the other tarnished over there. In the meantime, obey the law. I'll be watching. Tread carefully, Fear. I'll be watching.
Luciana clearly hasn't lost her charming demeanor. Predictable. Ah, yes. Their bizarre sponsorship custom. I forgot about that little wrinkle. As a friend and peer of Sotha Sil, I come and go as I please. I suppose it would be best for you to wait out here. If I need you again, I will find you. I'm not a citizen, and even if I were, I'd not waste time wading through their opaque bureaucracy. You've proven yourself to be more than capable. I have no doubt you'll figure something out. Gain your sponsorship. We will speak again soon. I appreciate your assistance in the pneumatic forge, but for now, our paths must diverge. The artifact we seek will not remain in one place for long. I can ill afford a delay. Navigate this absurd ritual quickly, and I will find you again afterward. One of Sotha Sil's greater lackeys, Chief Proctor of the Clockwork Apostles. You might have noticed some mild cosmetic flaws. Honestly, I think she's more automaton than flesh and blood. She certainly acts the part. Seal takes all kinds. Imperials, Bretons, even Argonians. Luciana may be one of his oldest servants. She served Emperor Riemann Cyrodiil as a battle mage in her younger years. Made quite a name for herself during the Akaviri invasion. According to the legend, she was caught in a torrent of arcane energy during a battle with a rival mage. It mangled her body and sent her hurtling through the veil. She eventually crashed here. Seal found her shortly thereafter and mended her wounds. Indeed. At first, I thought she served him out of some cheap obligation. Reciprocity for his kindness. But apparently, she really believes in this place. I heard they had a bit of a falling out. She still serves him, though, in her dog-like fashion. People like her rarely are. You see, I present a destabilizing influence. I reject all illusions of authority and thus reject their entire way of life. Hierarchy, ritual, reverence, it's all a sham. I respect power, not absurd social constructs. Yes, a monastic order of sorts. They serve Sotha Sil through magical inquiry. Apostles fancy themselves iconoclasts who push the boundaries of magical praxis. There's a seed of truth there, I suppose, but they're still obnoxious. You mean, are they all half-metal monstrosities? More or less. Some modify themselves more than others. It's a form of reverence. They want to be more like Sotha Sil. You see, Seal has some peculiar... Well, I'll let you see for yourself. Seal has many names. Sotha Seal, Set, Sea, the Clockwork God, on and on. Tiresome, if you ask me. The Clockwork Apostles mostly refer to him as Set, his verse and sermon name. I call him Seal, because I'm not a doe-eyed idiot.
Another newcomer, eh? Come, let's talk. I must say, I'm surprised to find another newcomer here at the gate. Entering the city is no mean feat. May I assume that you seek a citizen sponsor? My associates and I find ourselves in a similar predicament. Maybe we can help each other.
For this tune, I haven't met Naramo. As you can see, he doesn't recognize me. On my main tune, like when I came here, he recognized who I was. So let's see if Kirith and her brother also recognizes me. We shall see.
Initially, I thought we could rely on my ample charms to win us a sponsor. Unfortunately, the people here tend to value craft over the pleasure of my company. Providing some gift or service seems to be the only way to earn a sponsorship. Yes, a clockwork apostle named Varuni Arvel. Apparently she's a member of the Congress of Calibration, the governing body here in the city. My associates, Kirith and Raynor, are already working on a plan to earn her trust. Will you help us? This promises to be a fruitful collaboration. I tasked Kirith and Raynor with acquiring gifts for Varuni, but they tend to wander. Kirith's just there by the cliff. You should speak with her. In the meantime, I'll conduct more research. Questions? Seeing as you found your own way here, I suppose there's no harm in sharing my own methods. I just learned of a secret cave beneath the city of Mournhold that, until recently, was entirely inaccessible. Can you imagine? Fearing that the Tribunal might seal it again, I set off through the cavern as soon as I could. It pained me to leave my usual cohorts behind, but this duo, Kirith and Raynor, have performed admirably. A pair of dark elf explorers. Like me, they delight in all things mechanical. Their youth and endless sibling rivalries can prove irksome, but what they lack in experience, they more than make up for in enthusiasm.
See, the set of questions were different. I was actually asking who Kirith and Raynor was because apparently, yes, I haven't met them yet for this too. Pretty cool.
Seeing as you found your own way here, I suppose there's no harm in sharing my own methods. I just learned of a secret cave beneath the city of Mournhold that, until recently, was entirely inaccessible. Can you imagine? Fearing that the Tribunal might seal it.
So with this particular playthrough, with my current tune, she has not met Narama, Kirit, and Rainer, so this is her first time meeting them, which is cool. I'm glad that they got that consistency result, which is, yeah, because for my main, when I came here, it was a different set of questions since I'd met them in previous quests.
So that pompous high elf got his hooks in you too, huh? I told my brother Raynor we should go it alone, but any house in an ash storm, right? Speaking of Raynor, he might need your help.
Is Raynor in trouble?
Depends on your definition of trouble, I guess. He's down in the ravine, playing with the firepot spiders for some reason. He wouldn't tell me more. Unfortunately, those spiders have a tendency to, you know, explode. Like I said, he didn't want to discuss it. Probably whipped up an automata disrupting spoon twirler or something. He gets like this sometimes. Just check in on him, right? He's clumsy and those apostles' mechanical limbs look expensive. Thanks for the help. Raynor's smart, but you can't smart a spider to death, you know? Well, Naramo said we needed something to offer this Varuni character, but from what I can tell, she doesn't really need anything. So I asked myself, what do you get the person who has everything? A home-cooked meal, Argonian pottery, or information. Since I'm a terrible cook, and we're worlds away from Black Marsh, I think I'll go with the third thing. This brass fortress is brimming with gossip. I just need to listen for it. Wish me luck.
Sergeant Baldan, this one has the gold you requested. Will you still sponsor me?
I gave you my word, didn't I? Come, cat. We can discuss the specifics in my office.
1,000 blessings, Walker. Lankin has much to offer the brass fortress.
Yes, I'm sure you do.
Ah, greetings. Please don't mind me. Actually, do mind me. I'm conducting an experiment on these firepot spiders, and so far the results have proven explosive. You should probably give this place a wide berth for the time being. Kirith? So you've joined our band of outsiders. Welcome. Now look, I may lack Kirith's natural talent with a blade, but I can accomplish this on my own. Varuni's sure to sponsor us once I deliver this. Oh, who am I kidding? I do need your help. These firepot spiders contain a highly unstable oil-like fluid. The dangers inherent to acquiring it make it very valuable indeed. I discovered a way to prevent the spiders from detonating. But even diffused, they're more than capable of killing me. So you'll do it? Yes, of course! If you attract the spider's attention, I can use this tonal dampener to disarm their ignition coils. Just a simple matter of inverting their threat assessment array and... Sorry. I can get carried away sometimes. Don't worry. I won't let those spiders blow up in your face. You focus on disabling. done. More oil. Excellent. One more, and I think we've got it. And that's the last of it. Excellent. Brilliant! We really made short work of those spiders, didn't we? Here. You can carry the oil. Take the oil to Varuni. Naramo said she has an office in the Clockwork Basilica. Hopefully this will be enough to earn a sponsorship. If you don't mind, I'll accompany you to the gate. Can't be too careful out here. Again, thank you. Good luck in the Basilica.
What is it? Watch your step.
What do you want?
And just as I promised, my assistant arrives. You brought a gift for our sponsor, right?
Greeting, Auxiliary. Is your friend correct? Did you bring an offering? Fire Patwell. Tremendous. And you managed to keep all 10 fingers. I'm impressed. Thank you. Now, to the matter of your citizenship. You're clearly a capable warrior, but in the Clockwork City, mental precision is of paramount importance. A number of outsiders have gone missing in recent weeks. I fear someone might be abducting them, or worse. But I have no proof. I spoke to your friend Naramo, and he insists you can gather the evidence I need. Succeed, and I'll sponsor you all. Try to keep this inquiry quiet, all right? In the Clockwork City, even a small creak in the gears can draw curious eyes. Provost Varuni Arvel, ranking Disquisitor in the Congress of Calibration. Before you ask, yes, I'm a bit young for such a tenurial position. Fortunately, Lord Set established a true meritocracy here. One day, I'll get a chance to thank him. Bet. No, Lord Set's far too busy. He only recently emerged from seclusion in the Cognitum Centralis. He's addressed the Congress, but I haven't had an opportunity to present myself. You should be thoroughly prepared when you meet a god, right? Of course. Lord Set, known to many as Sotha Seal, is the father of curiosity. By his word, we create, perfect, and overcome. He cares for all of us, just as a clockmaker cares for each gear and spring. Every piece matters, no matter how small. I do a lot of reading. It's all there in the sermons. Some people think he's aloof, callous even, but I disagree. He stands with us in a way that Vivek and Almalexia never could, and he'll guide us all to a better world. Very little, which is more problematic than it sounds. Any loose cog can carry out an abduction. It doesn't take a criminal mastermind to throw someone down a drain pipe. What worries me is that none of it was recorded by factotums or sentry coils. We record what happens everywhere. Honestly, I don't know how you exodromals do without. You lose so much in Tamriel. Knowledge, memories, and you must argue incessantly. Everything that happens here is fact, documented and verifiable. Exodromal. Sorry, I forget how strange our words sound to foreign ears. Anyone who enters the Clockwork City from the outside world is known as an exodromal, since they come from beyond the Celestiodrome, the glass sphere you'd call our sky. I know, but secrets are the purview of Lord Set, and Lord Set alone. I have nothing to hide. The sermons tell us that only the disassembled engine can be scrubbed and made clean. Knowledge requires light, openness, collaboration, you see?
Oh, but this exodromal is recording you guys as well.
So, ready to do a bit of sleuthing? I'm confident that we can find this elusive evidence, but it will require some skullduggery. Breaking and entering, to be specific. Ready for the details? Varuni suspects that someone destroyed city records. But if my study of Dwemer ruins has taught me anything, it's that nothing is ever truly destroyed. You just need to look in the right place. Here, that place is the Depository Documatus. Sneaking into the depository is impossible for us, but Sotha Seal's clockwork automata enter and exit the structure constantly. I discovered a way to control one such automata, a device known as a skivaton. I am sure you're duly impressed. No, you are. I will provide technical assistance and keep an eye out for prying eyes, both mechanical and organic. Head to the depository. I'll meet you there, after I've wrapped up matters with our new benefactor. If you have questions, you should ask them now. Once we begin our investigation, we'll have little time to dawdle. As Varuni said, everything here generates a record. From what I gather, those records constantly pass through the Depository Documentus. When you say it like that, it does sound daunting. It's true. The evidence we seek drifts through vast oceans of information. Luckily, these skeletons seem very capable when it comes to sorting and parsing. I guess we'll just have to find out. I equipped the skeleton with a number of key words and concepts to help it sort out extraneous documents. Have some faith. I've extracted information from tonal vaults and Dwemer orreries. Sifting through city records pales in comparison. Honestly, they're not all that dissimilar from the Dwemer devices I usually tinker with. Sothasil clearly learned a great deal from the dwarves. They use an unfamiliar tonal dialect, as it were, but the basic principles remain the same. We will employ a very simple control device. How to explain it? The skeletons send and receive signals from other clockwork automatons constantly. This device allows us to drown out all the noise, making our voices the only sound it hears. As Varuni said, everything here generates a...
Try to keep this inquiry quiet, all right? In the Clockwork City, even a small creak in the gears can draw curious eyes.
As I said before, those tarnished redundants down in the slums are no concern of yours. I've instructed the constabulary to keep a strict eye on them.
Yes, that Constable Baldon's done an admirable job. Even so, tarnished and exodromals enter the Basilica far too often.
And what of these rumors? Black-robed figures lurking on the edge of the radius?
Honestly, Diwa, settle the boilers, I will never let tarnished or exodromals or mysterious robed ghosts disrupt our work, believe me.
Combatants needed for a perilous task. Please respond for more information.
Looking for a forester in need of some extra gold.
There you are. I prepared the device. All is in readiness. Prepared to see through the eyes of a clockwork automaton? Brilliant. Just activate the skeleton, place it in the server flume, and I'll instruct you further. We have a strong signal. Now, to find Varuni's evidence. Wait! Yes. Go straight, then left. The central depository must be on a different floor. I'm seeing a lot of interference. Proceed carefully. We can't risk damaging the Skiverton's data collector. expertly done. That grate should lead to the central depository and our evidence. This depository should contain security documents and recordings. Search everywhere. When you find something, use a skivaton to make a remote copy. That's it! Quickly, Assistant, direct the skivaton to the exit. Then meet me there to examine the evidence.
mother wanted a better future for you.
Because a factotum with delusions of grandeur told her fortune. Do you really believe that?
She believed it. Why can't you see?
See what? That following the predictions of a deluded machine got my mother killed? I'll prove the prognosticator is a fraud. See if I don't.
All right. Let me see what you found. Yes, I believe these recordings correspond to the dates of the disappearances. There's something more. Look here. The last person to access the records was a BAL-167. Circumstantial at best. We might already have a lead. I shared Varuni's concerns with Kirith shortly after you left the Basilica, and she insisted on looking into the matter herself. She cited Constable Baldon as a person of interest. His office should be southwest of here.
Well?
Ah, there you are. Done playing with Naramo's wind-up toys? I think I'm onto something. I did a little asking around. Word is, Constable Baldan will sponsor anyone as long as they can pay. Where they go after he takes their gold, that's anybody's guess. Luckily, we're here to sort it out. Here, take this memory stone. I surveyed the building. Someone left the door to Baldan's storage loft unlocked. It should provide a great view of his office. Climb up there and wait. When I offer a bribe, you record the conversation on that memory stone. Then we've got him. All right, Baldan, I've got your gold. Will you sponsor me for citizenship?
Oh, I'll take your offering. But sponsorship? That's for the living, you tarnished scum.
The living what?
Do it. Well, what are you idling for? Gather up the gold and dump her with the others. We don't want anyone finding our latest visitor.
There you are! Naramo said you'd be around here somewhere. Have you seen Kirith? Is she with you? He what? How could she? We have to rescue her! You don't have any idea where they took her, do you? Yes, of course. I'll get help. Maybe I could even put together some kind of tonal locator. Bah! Not enough time. What would Kirith do? She would investigate. Yes. Talk to the people in Slagtown. They know practically everything about this place. I'll get the others. You hurry off to Slagtown. That's what the locals call the slums in the northeast corner of the fortress. I must admit, I was surprised to find a tenement like that in Sothisil's holy city. Then again, practically everything here has come as a surprise.
Please remain at a safe distance, resident. Full malfunction detected.
How dare you, Thomas? Your mother wanted a better future for you.
Because a factotum with delusions of grandeur told me fortune.
Oil those ankles and keep walking, Green Heel. This one has nothing to say to you. Feh! You outsiders are all the same. Cutting into the queues, poaching our salvage, sneering and putting on airs. You're no better than us. And so you prove my point. Always trouble, always violence, and poor Saiba is caught in the middle. This on you! Baldan probably threw your friend into the fundament, a maze beneath the city. If you go after her, neither of you will come out again.
What is it? And when a customer enters the store, what do we say? Good. When they ask how much it is, what do we say then?
Transitioning to detection state 7.
threw you in here too, did they? I knew I couldn't be the only one Constable Baldan got the drop on. You're right, we should. And I could, but not yet. I met another one of Baldan's victims, a Khajiit named Lankin. He's been scraping it out down here, but he's no warrior. I told him I'd get him out. Unfortunately, we got separated. That's the spirit. I managed to yank this sword out of a corpse nearby. It's not much, but you don't need a sharp edge to deal with these factotums. Just a heavy swing and a lot of patience. You ready? Let's get moving. Alone. Is that? No, thank goodness. The body's far too old. Let's keep looking. Here we go again. You're enjoying this, aren't you? More flankers! Oh, joy! Decent hiding place, but no Lankeen. We should keep looking. Another empty camp. Damn. He must be here somewhere. Sure, let's fight more of these things. Why not?
Registered. Reflecting core rotations complete. Stormwalk protocol.
alone! Is that a pot on the stove? Someone was cooking. And recently. We must be close. Here we go again. enjoying this, aren't you? Finally! Come with us, Lankin. We're getting you out of here.
Friend Kirith, bright moons above, please, let's leave this dungy place.
More clankers! Oh, joy!
Thank goodness! Don't suppose you found anything of interest down there?
Enough. I'm glad to see you weren't lying, Raynor Vanos.
That bastard Baldan threw me into the fundament.
Ridiculous. I've never seen this woman in my life.
Liar! You tossed this one in as well!
This Raynor Vanos made some very bold claims. If you have evidence of Constable Baldan's crimes, I suggest you produce it. Huh. You're more resourceful than you look. Little wonder Devaith chose you as his companion. Set knows he needs the help. I'll hold Baldan under guard until I've had an opportunity to review the evidence. As for you, you're free to go.
Luciana, I'd like to ask the Constable a few questions when we return to the Basilica.
Don't trouble yourself, Aruni. You know how persuasive I can be.
I do. That's what worries me.
Do your worst, you tin-legged hag.
Set help you if she does, Constable. That fool has no idea what he's in for. Live uncomfortably and learn, I suppose. Oh, most certainly. Baldan can't have accomplished all this by himself. Erasing records? Accessing derelict sections of the fundament? These aren't the acts of a simple Mer. Someone helped him. Now it's just a matter of finding out who. I do, one way or another. For now, let's celebrate your achievement. You showed initiative, creativity, bravery, all qualities befitting a servant of Set. You shall have my sponsorship. Of course, each of them played a role in your success, and each of them will share the rewards. Go speak to the Clockwork Registrar and the Chancellor of Records. It will add your name to the codices, and you'll be one of us. Again, you have my thanks.
You'll regret this. Mark me, Proctor. You will regret this.
I doubt that. Get this tarnished piece of scrap out of my sight.
Enjoy prison, you scheming prat.
Ah, it seems I arrived just in time.
What are you still doing down here? Varuni gave you her sponsorship, correct? You should go speak to the Clockwork Registrar. As much as it pains me to congratulate a friend of Debate Fear, congratulations. Yes. Any other questions? I'll talk to him. The tenor of that conversation is totally up to him. Varuni's right. This whole operation had too many moving parts, and ex-Constable Baldon doesn't seem bright enough to pull it off on his own. If there's more to this affair, I'll root it out. Count on it. Now go claim your citizenship.
So, we're citizens now, right? Finally. Now to find what passes for Sujama in this crazy place.
So that's it? We're citizens now? What? Well done, Assistant. One quick trip to the Clockwork Registrar, and we'll be full citizens of the...
Can you fix it?
Well, I wouldn't say it's broken. It's performing as originally functioned.
I don't need a guard factotum. I need a shop assistant.
There's not much I can do.
Fix it?
Well, I wouldn't say it's broke. It's performing as originally functioned.
I don't need a guard factotum. I need a shop assistant.
There's not much I can do.
By the word, I wind the gears. Please state your business or depart. Welcome, potential resident. Please speak your birth name, followed by the name of your sponsor.
Dreaming. Torchbugs. Overturned jaw.
Sponsorship confirmed and archived. The light of knowledge, Sotha Seal, welcomes you to the Brass Fortress. Go forth and create.
Well, I'd say that all worked out splendidly. As one journey ends, another begins. I imagine there's much more to discover here in Sotha Sil's Clockwork City. I can finally begin my exploration in earnest. Now that we've earned our citizenship, I can apply for excavation permits, antiquity transportation licenses. Oh dear. Come to think of it, I might not be able to begin for quite some time. They proved useful. Raynor's theories need some work, and Kirith's refusal to listen to reason caused me no small measure of anxiety. But on the whole, satisfactory. Provided that they follow my lead, I might call on them again in the future. I value your service and partnership, Assistant. Please take this as a token of my appreciation. If I understand the bureaucracy correctly, I may be here in the Brass Fortress for a while. Feel free to seek me out, should you require my aid.
There you are. Good. We have much to discuss.
Devaith Fear? Here? It is a true pleasure to meet you.
Yes, I imagine it is. Now be on your way.
Yes. Well, be seeing you, Assistant. Good day, Lord Fear.
Come, we need to talk. So you're a citizen now. Well done. I heard something about a constable tossing people down sewer drains. Even in this shrine to knowledge, drooling idiots bumble their way to power. Ludicrous. Moving on. I require your services once more. It's Sotha Seal. Shortly after you and I parted company, I sought him out to discuss our Daedric artifact. I fear something is askew. His habits, his diction, the timbre of his voice, they've all changed, albeit subtly. Worse. Initially, I dismissed it as boredom, fatigue, or even the first signs of senility. But now, after observing him at length, I can say with certainty, this is not the Sotha Seal I know. There's Daedric mischief here. We will root it out. We will leverage. As the most powerful mage in the Brass Fortress, I find it difficult to have proper conversations with common folk. They grow silent at my approach, then whisper as I leave. An appropriate, but sadly uninformative, display of deference. Indeed. It's commonly understood that servants grumble about their masters, loudly, to those they consider equals. Ask them about Sotha Seal's recent behavior. I'm confident we'll find something of value tucked away in their churlish complaints. You have questions, of course. Ask what you must. The forces at work here are cunning indeed. You should be prepared for anything. He is inscrutable, but he's also unflinching. Seal always moves deliberately, quietly, and one step at a time, like clockwork. I have never once seen him divert from his course. Until now. In the short time we've been here, he has twice adjusted city patrol routes and delivered 3 revisions to the fortress charter. Trust me when I say this is unprecedented. Sotha Seal never meddles like this. That's for you to discover. Don't bother speaking with members of the Congress. Varuni's faith in Sotha Seal is unbreakable. Chancellor Gascoigne resents any threat to the status quo. And Luciana, well, let's just say she's been less than helpful. Well, you've met Varuni. She's pleasant, without being vapid or boring. Then again, her doe-eyed faith in Sotha Seal turns my stomach. I find religious attachments repulsive. My thoughts on Luciana are well known. As for Gascoigne, Gascoigne serves as Chancellor. He commands respect, but suffers from the peculiar character flaw of demanding praise at all times. Adulation. A sad fixation indeed. He holds great power, but it's his petty obsessions that make him dangerous. Be wary. Luciana resents my presence, but she's no fool. I go where I please, when I please. An open confrontation between us would likely leave hundreds dead. So do not trouble yourself. She will not stand in the way of our investigation.